Okay. Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to an episode of Change Started Us, Ohio. Today we have Rocco Rhodes' mother with us. Hey, Debbie Rhodes and Candace Rocco Rhodes, or Candace Sanchez, the wife of Rocco, with us today. Welcome, ladies.
Hello, everyone. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I know quite a bit regarding Rocco just by talking to Candace over the years. But Candace, share with us a little bit about the case that would kind of prove his innocence.
Well, there has already been people that has came forward, saying that the person that was, the alleged victim has already came forward and said that the allegations were not true. Other people have gave us statements, numerous people actually, and we were able to find that there was not only through one of the persons who testified over numerous people that there was perjury, and we were able to prove it, that they just got on the stand and lied just to be able to put him in prison. So there's many things, not only one thing. There's several different things that we were able to prove that help shows that he is an innocent man.
Right. And how long has he been incarcerated to this point?
A little over 2 years now.
Okay. Now, Debbie, how was Rocco growing up? Was he pretty well behaved for the most part?
For the most part, yeah, he was a good kid. All my kids were good.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
But they was good.
I kind of figured that. And I've talked to Rocco a few times, and a person that usually lies, you hear the story change several times, but his story never changed, and Candace's story has always stayed the same.
Yes.
Which is
their stories they've always changed. They've changed their stories a few times.
Right.
Yep. Even on the stand, they changed their story.
Well, the sad thing is in Ohio, and I don't know how other states are, but you can just finger point somebody, and they're going to find them guilty, especially on certain cases.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you're not going to get a fair chance, especially in Franklin County with that current prosecutor. I've been to several hearings where all I saw was somebody pointing somebody out, and they get convicted.
Right.
And
it's a money thing.
Right. And Rocco is a little boy that's 2 years old now?
He'll be 2 this December.
Right. And he really needs to be home with his son.
Yes. Yeah, he has 3 sons. One is 17, one is 16, and then our son that we have together is almost 2 this December. And he's lost so much time with our son, and he was not able to see his 2 older sons get their driving permits, start their first jobs, go into high school. He's missed out on a lot of things that he shouldn't have.
Yeah. Let's get a little bit back into his case. Was there any DNA present?
Absolutely none. No physical, no medical, no forensic, absolutely no evidence whatsoever. Just a statement.
Okay. Was there a rape kit done?
No witness.
Okay. Was there a rape kit done?
Yes.
Yes.
What was the outcome on that?
There was absolutely no evidence showing that there was any signs of abuse. None whatsoever. Okay.
And you would think it would show up when the victim goes to the hospital.
Yep.
Maybe somebody else did abuse her, but it wasn't your husband. If there was drugs around the house or whatever, who knows?
Before we got her, she was exposed to a lot of different things. We're all aware of that, right? We're all aware of that. We have the proof of that. We have everything in the trial statements. In the trial transcripts, everything is there showing that she was exposed to a lot of different stuff before she came with us.
Okay. Let me ask you this: if something like this would have happened, don't you think your family would have been at jeopardy?
Definitely, most definitely. We had other children, little girls in the home. and there was absolutely nothing. Rocco has been around my children since they were in diapers. He's babysat them. He's been around all of my kids growing up. He's also been around the alleged victim before me and him even got together. He's babysat her as well.
Right. Took her to school all the time. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it just seems like it was a setup from day one, at least what I'm hearing.
Right. Jealousy.
Yeah, right. And kids will be coerced into saying stuff.
Yeah, they will.
I don't think they deliberately lie to themselves, but they can be coerced and tricked into saying whatever detectives want a person to say. And I've seen that firsthand on detectives twisting the truth around and making it sound worse than what it was, or even that it did happen when it didn't. Now, was Rocco offered a plea deal?
No. They tried to give him a plea deal, but he turned it down. He said he was innocent. That was at the very end, though. He said he wouldn't take a plea deal because he didn't do this crime.
What was the plea deal offered? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was. I think it was 30 to life with the possibility of parole. That was it. If I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on it, though.
Yeah, the thing is, when a person doesn't take a plea deal, there's a good sign that they're innocent. And
he is innocent.
Oh, I believe you. I believe you. You don't have to convince me, but I want our listeners to know that this is an innocent man rotting in prison for a crime he did not commit. He could really be an asset to so many of us on the street.
So my daughter passed away and left 8 kids, and half of them was girls. And he helped raise all of them. And never, ever did anyone ever say anything like that.
And they're still very close to him. They go down
they love him.
Yes, they still, he has all of their support, and it shows in the pictures at the rally that we just had for goodness gracious, sorry guys, the national come on James, help me out.
Wrongful conviction.
Yes, the wrongful conviction rally. His nieces was there last year, this year, his nephews that he raised. Everybody there. He has the support of so many because everybody knows that he's innocent.
I say that he really can't lose with as much support as he has. But, the problem is we need to get an attorney that will notice. At the end, Candace, I want you to give your cash card information if somebody would like to make a donation to help out for legal fees. I know, Debbie, you gave up a lot. I don't know if it was the last few years, I've heard about it. And, that's called the mother's love, true mother's love.
That's right. That's why I know they're innocent.
Right. But, we're seeing the abuse of power all the way through Franklin County, through, anywhere from, I'm not even going to name judges, I would, but I better not. But, I could name every judge, and I could name all the corrupt ones, which would leave one that's not.
Right.
And if he was given a fair trial, if there was no DNA, the rape kit showed no rape occurred, how did they convict him?
Right.
For 6 counts. That's right. 6 counts of rape.
Yeah.
And she was never touched.
Yep.
The thing that bothers me is when I looked not too long ago, and maybe I got this wrong, ladies. If I do, let me know. It said 30 years to life without the possibility of parole.
I believe that's it. He got 15 to life, and then some kind of month. So it ended up around 31 years without the possibility of parole. Right.
So the first thing we got, the only way that's going to change is by winning his innocence. You could file for a modification, but then if you do that, you're pretty much admitting his guilt. And, I've seen too many people plead guilty for crimes they did not do. I don't want to see Rocco do that because he needs to come home, and be the father that God intended him to be. You know, and the husband, you know, I've been wanting to do this, interview for a long time on Rocco.
Yeah.
Because somebody told me not too long ago, one of the senators told me, he said, you're supposed to pick one person to fight for, so I picked Rocco.
Thank you.
But and that was the chair of the Judiciary Committee. But I know people lie, but I don't believe Rocco is. I believe 100% that he's telling the truth and that you guys are. And part of what we need to do is gain support. We need to find financial assistance. We need to maybe have an investigator offer the time. I know a couple of investigators in Columbus that I've worked with in the past.
Right.
And I'm going to call the one Monday. She did live in Upper Arlington, but her office is on South High Street. She came to a couple of our fundraisers in the past. So.
And I think that's what we ultimately need. We need an investigator to get on, and we need an attorney that is going to fight like it's their life or like it's their loved one's life, because I don't expect anything less than that. And, we thought when we paid all that money and, my mother-in-law sold her home to be able to get an attorney to bring Rocco home where he was supposed to be, they failed. They failed completely, and I feel like if we don't, at the next step, if we don't start to, buckle down and find what we need to find, it's going to take even longer. And that time, I'm not willing to wait anymore. I'm ready to bring him home. He doesn't deserve this.
Right.
We don't.
But remember this, ladies. As much as you want him home, which I believe he will come home, it's going to take time to be able to really convince people, because so many people are willing to throw people away and say that, I know they committed it, lest, the courts wouldn't have found them that way. I hear that all the time.
Yep, and that's what it all boils down to. That's what it's sad, is that people automatically think just because somebody was convicted and thrown in prison that they're automatically guilty. And that means that us out here on the outside, we're not doing enough. We're not bringing enough awareness on what is going on and how these people are getting convicted of these crimes that they did not commit.
Right.
Yep.
This
little girl grows up in drug houses, and like Candace and Rocco's daughter, her mom went to jail, and she was in the motel with a man.
Right.
Well, and then Rocco didn't really want to take her in, and Candace begging, and so because they had enough kids, and he took her in, and then this is what happened. He tried to help her, and she got jealous and mad, and this is what it ended up being.
Yeah, it's kind of sad,
There's
though.
a lot of women doing this.
Yeah, it's kind of sad when you help people out sometimes, and I don't mean to knock women, but it happens a lot, with guys that go the extra mile. And I'm not saying all women are bad; they're not. But it's hard for me to trust them after some things that I've seen. But our main thing right now is to make this video go viral. We just had one that we got over 4,000 views on.
I think let's do a short one here. I want people to be able to take everything in that we got from this video. And then our next video that we do, each time we go in depth a little bit more. But I think we need to take time and just let them soak this in, because a lot of people know Rocco's name because of all the advocating we've been doing and all of the pictures we post and all of this, everything that we do. But I think everybody has questioned.
Right. Well, let's go 5 more minutes to make it 20 minutes, because we're almost there. But I do want you to give the information for that car that you and Jerry have. I'll
have to post it in there because I don't have it on me right now. So I'll have to get that information and we'll post it in there.
Well, we'll post on the next video because I want to be able to say it in the video.
Before we go on, and I know Deb will probably want to say something too, I just want to say that there's a lot of people going through this same issue that we're going through. It's a hard fight. I didn't think it would be as hard as it is, and I definitely knew that Deb didn't think it was going to be as hard as it is.
No.
But we're going to fight, and we're not going to stop because we know he's innocent. And that's what you do when you care about somebody and you love somebody.
And you know they're innocent.
Right.
And you know what this woman's history is, and you know what she's done to other people.
Right.
You have to, there needs to be a webpage where they put these women's names out there to keep guys away from them.
And I think the best thing we can do from here on out is pray for them and every single one of the persons involved in the situation. We have to pray for them.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But it's good to get part of the message out. Candace, what's your email if someone wants to email you to help?
Change starts with us, Ohio, Candace at gmail.com.
Okay, you also can message us through our Facebook page, Change Starts With Us Ohio, our website, www.changestartswithusohio.org. And Candace, what's the business phone? Because I'll never memorize it.
Let me get it really quick, guys.
Oh, you don't even have it memorized neither.
I don't know it by heart, but I got it. It's 614-507-4593.
Okay, guys, we'll be on sometime next week with part 2. This might be 3 or 4 parts, but that's okay as long as we get the message out and we gain support. And right now we got 22 people watching. So,
nice.
Okay, everybody. Okay.
Thank you guys for joining us. Have a great night.
You too. Okay, ladies, it's over.
Goodbye.
Yeah.